do, that is in diode, when you say make a command, so that's either ampersand for async or escape for command, then we have some functionality, and I knew it was called guess shell command, so what I did was I said describe function guess shell command. I already remembered that was a thing. And the thing that guess shell command is doing is, if I have a file called zip, then guess shell command will say guesses, and then I don't know, I always just press enter and it will do what I mean. DWIM. So how can I do this for MP4? I want to say just do MPV, because that's my way to open video files. I guess this is the one I'm recording right now, and this is a test. So guess this default list. I just do what I would usually do to figure this out. Prompt files. Diode guess default. Guesses default list. If default is a list, okay, I suppose it can be a list or one thing. So what happens if that would just be MPV? Then I would be able to say MPV. Yeah, that's good. This error is how it looks when it does what I was thinking. Yes, make this read only true. Okay. Diode guess default files. Diode guess shell. Yeah, okay. A list user. Okay, this is the one that I can modify. Okay. And in order to get inspired, I'm gonna look at the default one. Aha. Okay. I'm just gonna do how do you say that? This is like a data-oriented idea. Oops. I want to damn it, where did I have my guess? Oh, I thought I had that somewhere, whatever. Bring back my video. There's default and there's user. So that's an A list. A list, if you don't know, it's something of this structure, and then it's an association list, I think it's called. C or D or something, and then you can say assoc C, that would give me this cell, and then I could say this, and it's the same as saying assoc default. And in closure, I'm gonna start a closure key. In closure we do this with maps, so it would look like this or like this. But we would use keywords, so yeah. Actually we would say A or C. Yeah, it would be that would be the amazing thing about a keyword is it's the equivalent to this assoc default. C, of course. So when I say car here, I'm gonna get one of these, whatever the elements are of the association list. The first thing would be the key, and then there would be the rest of the cons would be the value. So that is of course nil. The user one is nil still, and the default one looks like this. So you can just put code there and they evaluate this in this. Yeah, okay. You put some code there. It's like the kind of stuff that where Lisp and data and code become infinitely chuckleable. Chuckleable? Why is this not a word? You can just put data somewhere where later on you say, oh, that was code and things like this. I don't think in Clojure we would do that. I think we would just maybe put functions there or put like dispatch keys that then go into a lookup or multi-methods or something, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm gonna do the obvious thing. Or actually, maybe I say, yeah, okay, no, it's the user list. So I don't need to say, I was about to say add to list. That's a little bit for Emacs config to not override defaults or something in a list of config stuff. If I say set queue, of course I have changed the list. But if I say diff for full list, then of course if I set queue full list, now I'm just changing the value of full list. But if I say add to list, and then you need to quote this, of course, because add to list now needs as an argument something else. Like it needs as an argument a symbol, not a list. If I put full list here, it would just evaluate to this list. But because I'm quoting, it evaluates to a symbol. And that's the power of symbolic programming, where we have the ability to, if not car save, if not or special variable, maybe they even, they make a compiler macro, okay. Add to list is not even a function. I guess then I can probably do this. I'm guessing they figure this out then. I thought add to list just a function. So this? No. Add to list. 2, 3. Okay, no, it needs a symbol there. Okay. They would have the power though, because they have the expression here and they could, but yeah. Add to list, yeah, that would then look like this. Yeah, that's interesting. Optional append. That's what I would have wanted. I'm saying append, that's just convention feeling, like, I could say T here, but sometimes you read code like this, add to list, T, okay. I mean, I only know what T means because I'm reading this LDoc here. It means append. But if I see a symbol append, and that also is of course true field, right? That is not nil, wait. Null P. Null P? Non-nil? Null? Yeah, null. That's false. That's nil. Null is T. Yeah, I mean, there's yeah, T is just whatever. I'm not gonna go into the truthy table of Emacs Lisp now. Well, there's T for true, and then there's everything else that is truthy. So like this non-nil. That's the list. Okay. Return before the okay. So that is false, and then the only thing in Emacs Lisp that is falsy, is the special symbol nil. I think, yeah, and that is equal to the empty list. That is a Lisp, common Lisp and Emacs Lisp idiom thingy, or just the way they decided it. So yeah, if foo is the empty list, you can do what is called nil punning. Yeah, when unless foo less foo. Yeah, then bar. And this evaluates the bar. If foo bar is not foo, so that's not foo. So I can because a symbol is truthy, I'm allowed to say append like this, and then if I have a foo list like this, append. Okay. So this didn't do what I thought it would do. I thought it would actually call append, and then wouldn't it turn out? So wait, append. Yeah, it would turn out like this. That's what I expected, but that's not what it did. Push. Yeah. How are you supposed? You're only ever supposed to add a single element. Okay, okay. So if you want to add multiple, like I was thinking I'm doing here, you can just call it multiple times, and then because it's all side effect thing. So that's the point of add to list. So there you go, and you only use it in config code. Really, that's not for your eLisp algorithms or something, because you're just side effecting on with a symbol or something. That's like you could instead have like local list or something that you can modify with push. Yeah, in eLisp code you should say push. What's here pushing you? There you go. It's not handy to it's yeah, but please do not abuse it. Yeah. But here I thought I'm gonna use it, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna just say set default because I'm the user, so I'm the king about this. So I'm gonna add a regex. How does it work again? I don't need to think about how it works because I can copy something that already works. MP4, for example. Yes. And now I'm gonna return a string, mpb. First I'm gonna return a string called foo or something just to see if things are working. And I quickly want to remember, did I redefine this thing? I guess. super.el diet aux, yeah. Guess default, yeah, here I'm still doing this, so I'm not doing this anymore, and now I'm gonna go back here. Okay, 2 guesses. Whoa, 2 guesses. I think I have. It shouldn't be. This should be a list. Okay. It should not be a console, but a list, I suppose. Because here they have a regex and then a list of things. Okay. I'm not sure why 2 guesses. But like my immediate reaction was, oh, it's taking the string and it looks at the characters or something as sequences, so it thinks. But yeah, it said 2 guesses, and one looked like a character code. That's probably F. If I would say F, yes. So it thought this is a guess. So, and then it probably. Now it's probably still 2 guesses. Yeah, the first one is 102, which is of course retarded. It's just the first element in this. I mean, list, yeah, that's true. I need CL first. It's also not a list. I need to call sequence or something. Sequence P, yeah, it's the sequence. This I know. That's not how it works. I know that this basically works probably. I think this takes a sequence, not a list. So, yeah. Correct E. have to return this like that? No. Huh. How does this work? I'm intrigued. Huh. For E in... Huh. Okay, I guess C loop doesn't work the way I thought it works with strings. Okay, my curiosity is satisfied for the moment. Okay, here, yeah, my guess was it still has 2 guesses, yeah. And now another prediction would be that this is 3 guesses. Yeah, because they start to dedub, basically. But yeah, the issue is that I returned a console where they thought I'm returning a list. So basically this would be the same semantic. Now it would say foo, which is correct. But of course this is the same as expressing it like this. It's like, that was something I remember I needed to figure out. Like I was getting up Emacs Lisp, but I just learned it by doing my Emacs configuration. I didn't even go through tutorials or something on Lisp. So I just learned this by playing around with different versions of this. If you say cutter here, you get the symbol B, because there's only the symbol B. And if you say the cutter here, you will get a list, because implicitly this is actually another console where the last thing points to nil. So these are the same. This is the list B, and a list is always a console with something, and the last element is nil. So this here is a list. If I call a list on this, it's T. And this is not a list. Ah, it's also a list. Okay, never mind. Is there something different about those? I think this one is called a proper list or something. Ah, proper list P. Yeah. This one is not a proper list. Yeah, it's just a console. So I think there's another one called cons P. Yeah. This is T. So it's T, and it's not a proper list. And this is a list, and this is also a proper list. Proper list means it has proper list means it's a console where the last element is nil. And yeah, if you don't know this, you would at some point need to realize and figure this out, because here I'm getting a symbol and here I'm getting a list. Because this one is still a proper list. It's implicit. If I don't put a dot, it's implicit that I'm building a proper list. So it's implicit that I'm building this. Yeah, if I would express this only in console without list notation, basically, then this would be another console, and the tail would be another console, then this would be the end. So it's 2 consoles like this. If I say cutter here, now maybe it's starting to look a bit more intuitive why this would be a list of B, because it's a proper list, right? Like this something here, so that is the cutter of the outer list here, where the A is. So that's nil, because I guess I have, yeah, I'm sorry, I had 2 lists. Well, I had another wrapper list. Yeah. So like this, and then this is the same. So now maybe it starts looking a bit more obvious that this is a list syntax. This is a list of B. So now it's obvious that okay, this is a list of B. And then if you realize that a list of B means that the last console in the list has as cutter the nil. Yeah. Then maybe you get the difference. But you understand it by playing around with this just a little bit yourself. That's the power of Lisp. We can, yeah, if I don't get it, like I mean, while I'm programming, I just try out multiple versions, right? Until I understand. For example, this is B is not this. This would be B then. So yeah, now I have a list here as the value of the association pair, and it's called foo, so foo is good. And that also doesn't say foo on other files. Okay, I'm gonna say mpv here, and now it says foo. mpv, yes, boom, yeah. Okay, this was dialed guess a list, yeah. To use async shell command, yeah, you can also say I'm gonna say shell command. You can also say your command. Then you press star for that will be expanded to the file name, and then in the end ampersand. And here you should also be able to do relatively complicated commands, right? With I guess I could do duh or something in an async shell command. Yeah, that's what I need. I don't know how this can be broken. A friend of mine mentioned it's broken for him. Display. Wow. Okay. This is how you set up. The name is Benjamin.